right in the first crevice, as you can see there, this is our throat chakra. So this is the extension of how we communicate and express ourselves. And it's really interesting because when you look at the feet, more often than not, a lot of people's feet, especially that center, the toes, the whole toe doesn't actually touch the ground. That little section there, which is why I call it a crevice, often is actually raised and doesn't connect with the ground. And it's really interesting because that in and of itself will often tell us that that person is challenged to speak up on their behalf. Because the feet are taking action in how we connect our soul through our soul to the soul's earth, then sometimes when we have that space and the toes do not connect, then we actually are challenged to express ourselves. Then we move up to the third eye. Of course, this is the bigger picture. It's the vision of the past. Because it's the vision or the bigger picture, it has to do with the past, present, and future. We've got the crown chakra, which is right at the very top. And of course, this is being the crown, it's the connection to the higher self. So it is the epitome of the soul's connection. So what's interesting about the feet in general, not only do we have the whole energy centers, the 7 energy centers within our foot, the feet are also overall a base chakra as well as the crown chakra, because as I said before, it's how we connect our soul through our soul to the earth. So there's actually a lot going on with the feet, which is why it's so important to talk about that. So when we look at the individual toes now, we like to use tracks. So TRACS. So your big toe has to do with your thinking. It's your thoughts. And you've got the next toe, which is your relationship toe. Then you've got your ambition. Then you've got your communication. Then you've got your social toe. And it's really interesting because here in Australia, because of the weather, people are wearing thongs all the time. And it's really easy for a lot of people to go, oh, well, that they have the splay in their big toe and their other toes because they wear thongs. Yet that's not necessarily true, because I personally know a lot of people that are in their 50s and 60s that have grown up wearing thongs their whole lives, and they don't have that separation. So when we see things, they're not an be-all, end-all to everything. Wearing the thongs has the potential to exasperate or highlight a challenge or an issue that's already there, but it's not necessarily the cause, in the sense that physical manifestation is showing up in the toes because it's actually more relevant to that person's ability to take action on their soul's behalf for themselves.